Interest is one of the easiest money ideas to explain, but one of the hardest to escape from. It's the reason banks make billions, why people stay in debt for years, and why some loans end up costing double what you borrowed today. We're breaking down exactly how interest works, in a way anyone can understand. Here's the simplest version. Interest is the price of money. When you borrow, you pay interest. When you save, you earn interest. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Banks pay you the smallest interest possible, but when you borrow from them, they charge you the highest interest they can legally get away with. That difference, what they pay you versus what they charge you, is where they make billions. There are two kinds of interest you'll hear about: simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest is easy. If you borrow $1,000 at 10% simple interest, you pay $100 per year. It never changes. But real loans rarely use simple interest. They use compound interest. Compound interest means interest grows on top of your interest. Think of it like a snowball rolling downhill. It gets bigger and bigger, and the longer it rolls, the faster it grows. Example: borrow $1,000 at 20% compound interest and never pay it down, and after 5 years, that $1,000 becomes over $2,500. That's more than double, without you buying anything new. Banks don't just charge interest, they design loans, so the interest keeps going as long as possible. That's why the payments look small. Small payments feel comfortable, but they keep you paying for years. And the longer you pay, the more interest they collect. Credit cards are the most profitable product banks ever created. Why? Because the minimum payment is designed to keep you in debt for as long as possible. If you owe $3,000 at 22% interest and only pay the minimum each month, you might stay in debt for over 10 years and pay back more than $6,000. That's double the original amount. Most of that is interest. Banks don't want you to pay it off fast. They want you comfortable, not debt-free. Dealerships don't talk about the interest rate. They talk about the monthly payment. If they can stretch the loan to 72 or 84 months, the payment looks small, and you feel like you can afford more car. But that's the trap. A $25,000 car at 7% over 6 years becomes a $30,000 purchase. Stretch it to 7 years, and you're paying even more, often thousands just in interest. That's why dealers ask, what monthly payment are you looking for? They're not selling you a car, they're selling you a loan. Mortgages might be the clearest example of how interest works over time. On a 30-year mortgage, you pay almost double the price of the home once interest is included. For example, a $300,000 home at a normal interest rate might cost over $500,000 over the life of the loan. That extra $200,000 isn't upgrades, furniture, or repairs. It's interest, paid directly to the bank. This is why paying a little extra each month can save you tens of thousands in the long run. Not all interest is bad. There's good interest and bad interest. Good interest helps you build wealth. Low-rate mortgage, business loan that earns more than it costs, student loan that leads to higher income, investments that grow over time. Bad interest takes wealth from you. Credit card, personal loans, store financing, payday loan, rent-to-own contracts. Good interest grows your money. Bad interest drains your money. So here's how to protect yourself from the bad kind of interest. Tips: 1. Always pay more than the minimum. Even $20 extra help. 2. Choose shorter loan terms. You pay more per month, but way less in interest. 3. Pay off high-interest debt first. It costs you the most. 4. Don't fall for 0% for 12 months. One mistake and the interest hits all at once. 5. Before taking any loan, ask, how much will this cost in total, not just per month? When you understand interest, you take back control. When you don't, banks take control from you. If this opened your eyes to how interest really works, hit like and subscribe. More people lose money from interest than anything else, but you won't be one of them anymore.